afternoon, everyone. We have a lot to talk about. Of course, weather is becoming more active across here, and especially Thursday, we're going to be dealing with not only very hot and humid conditions, but there's even a risk for severe storms. So certainly going to be impacts due to all that activity to outdoor plans. Now, as we fast forward to Monday, we're going to remove that storm chance, and it's going to be all about the heat and humidity, creating a dangerous, feels like temperature over 100 degrees. So that's when heat-related illnesses will be a concern, especially with that kind of heat. Right now, though, we've had nuisance rain. Now, this is great lawn and garden. Temperatures have been held back. We're saving some money on the cooling bill. But yeah, in terms of outdoor weather, it's not happening right now. Windsor Locks, where the rain's coming down at 66 degrees there. First Alert Live radar. Not everyone's seeing the rain. We got a little batch, though, a pretty good batch of it across the central and northwest part of our state. Everything slow to advance off to the east and northeast. We have some downpours embedded towards Avon, Simsbury, up through Windsor Locks. So first alert for you. These are heavier downpours, like in Bloomfield, for example, will be shifting eastward. It's just going to take a little bit of time, give it another hour or two, and the rain should wrap up. Some steadier but lighter rain down towards Middlefield, Berlin, Meriden, Wallingford. Again, everything is shifting eastward. So first alert, Rocky Hill, Cromwell, Middletown, you're next in line to get some of that lighter rain through the next hour, as you can see on future scan. This is going to be getting close to Bolton, down through Hebron towards Colchester. We'll give you a first alert in the next hour, and up towards Stafford and Tallinn, you're going to see the rain as well in the next hour, but conditions improving gradually from west to east. Just a slow process today, but as we look back to the west, there's not really any new development, so that is a good sign. As we take a look at temperatures, certainly clouds holding us back with readings in the mid, some upper 60s, and as we take a look at first alert futurecast, again, that rain should be gradually exiting through this early afternoon, so improvements, temperatures struggling to get to 70, a few spots close to it. But here's the evening. Nicole, I know you want to know about this evening and tonight. Here's a look at that future radar. Looking pretty good out there. So it's not until very late tonight. You know, that's 11 o'clock, a chance for a shower. Look at tomorrow morning, though. Give me a first alert to rain moving in, some pockets of downpours. That's through 8 a.m. So kind of slowing you down to start. But during the afternoon, not a whole lot happening. And then as we get into, especially Thursday, we start off dry with some fog and warm, muggy conditions. We start to really heat up with those 80s popping up as early as 10 o'clock, maybe some 90s out there during the afternoon, and then watch this after 3 o'clock. Boom, we got these thunderstorms developing and quickly becoming potentially severe. There is a risk for damaging winds and maybe some hail, certainly heavy rainfall, lightning. And yeah, so we've got a lot we're tracking out there. Very busy first alert 7-day forecast. The good news with all this rain today and then into tomorrow and Wednesday, we are seeing that pollen count on the low end side into Thursday. But the heat builds and intensifies this week. The peak of it is on Thursday, which is a first alert weather day. Then we start to see nice weather Friday, Saturday, before we start to see that heat returning, maybe a completely dry weekend. But the big story is going to be all about the heat next week. We're talking about that feel above 100 on Monday, which is a first alert weather day. Keep up with the radar trends with the First Alert Weather app.